God, look, a ghost. Why am I so white? I tried to turn.
It's a very white light.
Oh.
Because the balance of the maybe white balance.
What about if I turn off this yellow one? Ding, ding, ding. I look. Hi guys. Oh my god, I'm trying to actually look good. I look white as. The further away, the better I look. Well, the internet wouldn't connect.
I mean, you're lighting up the wall and bouncing off your face. Behind you, the camera then brightens you up too much.
Oh, well, now I look a bit better. Wait. I think that looks better. Oh, now it's going to fall over. Oh, my God. High tech here. All right, who's here? Melissa, hey, Pam, Monique. Nah, it's Friday night, mate. You don't need any work. Okay, I'm gonna just change. Whew. All right. Oh my God. What a nightmare. I think that I did the settings. I think I set the thing up on my mobile because it kept saying waiting for mobile stream. And I'm like, I don't know. And I am going to see if I can fix it. But I've watched 2 or 3 videos with how to do live stream. I'm so sick of trying to learn and stuff and it doesn't work. Queen Kira. She's playing computer game right now. Jade, hey, I bet it's cold. My laptop says it's 14 right now, but let's look at the bomb. Yeah, see, it says Adelaide's 12.9. It feels like 8. Yeah, I might go on to the Facebook and say, we're here. I thought I had it set up right, but it's not. And I was going to sit in the lounge room and I'd set the light up and it looked awesome. But my internet, it was just sitting there spinning. So it obviously wasn't strong enough to be there. Right. Oh my God. All right. I'm hoping that has posted now to the page. Okay. Hobart, that'll be minus 200. I might leave it on my Facebook for a second and see if anyone jumps on. Jade, I'd be in my bed too if the internet was strong enough down the other end of the house. Hey Simone, hey Greg, hey Fiona. Oh well, it's been technology central here tonight, not. Yeah, sorry, Sonia. I don't know what happened. How about no? Someone's trying to call me, apparently. I don't know the number. They can leave a message. Simone, it says that it's currently 12 degrees. It's probably, do you know who calls on a Friday night lately? The politicians. Hi, it's Senator such and such. I never heard of you before in my life. So I'm gathering that the eastern states, you guys have had a week of school holidays because we're about to start school holidays on Monday. 2 weeks. And I was very smart. I'm taking most of the 2 weeks off, even from teaching Zumba classes. So hopefully it'll give me a lot of time in the house, which might not be a good idea because I might clean a lot. But I will film everything for you guys. So you'll have some good footage. Oh, Melissa, I heard that in Tasmania, you guys used to only have 3 terms. Apparently, back in the day, everyone had 3 terms. I don't remember. I do remember, however, when I was at school in like the 80s, the last day of school was like the 20th of December or something. We went like right up to Christmas, and now they finish like at the 10th or 12th or whatever it is. I don't remember there only being 3 terms at school, but I don't remember school holidays much either. So yeah, I don't know when it changed. I don't ever. Let's Google it. Should we Google it? When did school go from 3 terms to 4? Oh, who wants to have a guess at the year? No wonder I don't remember it. Of course, I Googled it and it's just giving me, here's the current school dates. Yeah, I don't care. I literally said, when did school go from 3 terms to 4? So 85, 89, 88. Not yet. I was just, I would have been, yes, I think I would have been grade 5. A3. No, A3. It's in the 80s and it's the later 80s. The other end of the 80s. 1646. Oh, Bob, I wasn't quite alive back then. I know I look good for my age. Alrighty, Aradia. 87, you're correct. Fiona, yay, 87. Woohoo. Simone, 87. Woohoo. Yes. I don't remember. I was in grade 10. What grade was everybody else in? No, I was in grade 5. Because 87, that's 10 years. 10 years old, I was in grade 5. My birthday's in March, so, and then back then you just started school at the start of the year with everybody. Yes, Jade, 87. Woo! Welcome, Bob, as well. Thank you for being here. Pam. Wow. Oh, Simone, wow. Oh, Melissa, really? What year were you in when that changed? Oh, hey, Michelle, how you going? How old am I? I am half of Top of the Shot. +1. I never remember how old I am. I am not half a century yet. I'm 4 years off of being half a century. I get told I look pretty good for my age. And because people will say, how old are your children? I say, oh, my daughter is 23. And I go, oh, I think, oh, here we go. Was that hard? Oh, here we go. Was what hard? Being a young parent? Yeah, I was 23 when I had my daughter. Oh. Everyone just assumes I was a teenage parent because I look very young. I think we've got good genes in our family. Yeah, that's mostly what it is because I haven't always been the best with skincare and stuff like that. Melissa, I was a girl guide leader too. The brownies, and I was a sixer. I was a leader. It was so good because that was like grade 6 or 7. And like all my friends were in my group. So it was like, because brownies and guides, it just made sense to me. Did the work, got the reward. Like the badges now make no sense to me. Like, pick whatever 3 things you want to do to earn this thing. What? I learned how to wash clothes as a brownie, sew on a button, be a hostess, got the hostess. I got the cleaning badge. I got the roller skating badge because I was into roller skating. So good. Girl Guide biscuits. Oh, they're so good. A couple of years ago, I did some beauty skincare for one of the groups, and they gave me some biscuits as a thank you. Oh, so good. But you know what? We don't have the range that like the Americans have. Like, I would really appreciate like the thin mint things that they have overseas. Yeah, Melissa. Woo! Sixer. I was just thinking about the other day and I was like, I wonder if anyone would have any idea what I was talking about. And my best friend was like, you've got to be a sixer. I'm going to vote for you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then apparently everyone in the group just voted for me. And I was like, oh, thanks. Oh, Fiona. Never had a Girl Guide biscuit. What are they like? They're not like, they're not a sugar cookie. Like, they're not like a soft sugar cookie. They're like an Arnott's, like just a basic milk biscuit type thing, but they're a bit fatter. Oh, night, Michelle. Yeah, Melissa, see, I miss that. I miss having the gum nuts, the brownies, and the guides. I think that it was really good back in the day having everyone as individuals with the ages. Had the brown uniform. Did you have that? And then when you made your Girl Guide promise to like go from brownie to Girl Guide, did you look in the mirror and you saw me or whatever the poem was? I remember as well in our pack, and the building is still there, but it's a karate building now, way down south. It was so funny because I drove past it and all the weeds were overgrowing. And to get your badge, the leader put the badges on the mushroom and you stepped forward at the right time, collected your badge, and then stepped back in the circle. And when they did the bravo, ballissimo, I think it was. My gosh, I remember everything. And then it was a big thing to like go from being a brownie to a guide. It was like you graduated. And I felt like you kind of you earned it. Tracy, hey going? Welcome. How's the cooking going? I know you were busy doing some stuff. Yeah, Melissa, I agree. I do think they're different. They used to be a lot more softer, I think. And I think there were ones that you could get with like the chocolate coating on the back or something. You used to be able to get like little mini ones as well. And also back in my day, when you were selling them for like the competitions and stuff, people just like literally rip them out of your hands to buy them. Like you could just about go anywhere and people would be like, oh yes. But now it seems to be that it's only like at specific places that you go to. Like they'll have a setup in a Westfield for like a day. And then sometimes they're at the Royal Show as well. I think I'm going to go to the Royal Show this year because I want to film some stuff and do like a frugal day at the Royal Show. I'll be like, just don't look at how much it costs to get in the door. But yeah, I think if I'm going to go to the show, what I think I'm going to do is try and go like all day, maybe, and then like do some of the free shows and stuff like that. I miss being at the show. We used to be there with Avon. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, the mini chocolate coated ones. Yes. Oh, a coconut chocolate cheesecake. Ooh, sounds good. And there, hey Kelly, how you going? Sonia. I never had to try anything because my mum was involved with just about every female in our suburb. She was either a parent at the school or we were at netball like 4 or 5 days a week. Mum was a netball umpire, and so every Saturday we were at netball, and I would skate in the morning, figure skate, train, hang around for an hour or two, go and play game netball, hang around for another hour or two, and then skate in the general session in the afternoon. Sometimes I'd have to hang around to fill in for other teams because my mum grew up with the group leader who organised the crow eaters for South Australia, and so they'd often be like, we need someone to sub. I'd be like, okay, and I either got asked to be goalkeeper because I'm tall, or you had to fill in the wing defence position. I just used to stand there and go, oh, so yeah, we always had people around anyway. And then my mum used to go to bingo back in the day, so we'd take the biscuits there. We always sold them so quick. Melissa. Yeah, you got to have a snack as you go along. Oh, did you go Bunnings and sold? I've seen them there too. And then after I was a girl guide, I became a scout when they started allowing girls to join the scout movement. Because friend of the family was one of the leaders there, so and we used to hang out with them all the time. So I joined that. And then towards the end of high school, 16, 17, I joined Air Cadets. And then I ended up becoming like a leader for that. I think I was 18. And so I'd have to go and open the hall and people would rock up and do the swearing in parade and take everyone out for a practice march and stuff like that. That was really good as well. I only did that for about a year though because I just started getting too busy with TAFE. And then we had a chicken stir fry with some spring rolls as well. So this week, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm trying to record all the food as like, here's what we're having in this meal so that I can price match everything so I can work out how much it costs us to eat for the week. And I'm trying to use a lot of stuff up that we have in the freezers because I still need to clean out the freezer and the fridge because just let's not even go there. It's on the to-do list, but every time I want to do that, it's gets stuck with this because I really want to clean out the pantry and I want to film that, but then I couldn't do that today because the kitchen was an absolute nightmare and had to get that cleaned up because tomorrow I need to do some meal prep stuff, and so then I had to get part of that ready. And then there's some bits sitting there in my fridge that have just their babysitting at the moment and they needed to come out so I can meal prep and cook that so they can go away in the freezer. So then my fridge is back to like what it looked like before. Because I did a shop, I got some chicken stuff, and then now it's in the fridge but needs to come. Otherwise, if I filmed, let's clean out the fridge, it'd be like, here's 10 things in my fridge. And then the next day, here's 27. Then the next day, here's 15. Then the next day, here's 22. Because stuff just moves in and out all the time. So I'm trying to have some stability so we can actually physically see going through things. And at the base level, when I took a video, there was only about 15, 16 things in there. 2 things were for meal prep. And so I was like, oh, I can pull those out and then rearrange everything else, then clean all the shelves down and then go, ta-da, that's done, and then move on to the freezer. But the logic of trying to get all that done is just not happening. And then like today I taught Zumba, and of course the guy before me was running late again, which makes me late. And then because I was late and so I couldn't go to bingo, which I knew going into it anyway, so I stayed and filmed some TikTok and tried to film something else, which I'm trying to half edit and see if it will get uploaded. Yeah, what did everyone else have for dinner? Oh, Melissa. I know, right? Everyone's going mental right now, the KFC, the app with the deals and stuff. I just can't be bothered. We're only like a 10-minute drive from KFC, but I just couldn't be bothered going. It's a bit frustrating. Jade, do you do like any sauces with chicken drumsticks? And what kind of veg do you do? Oh, Simone, chicken and rice. What kind of sauces do you do? Oh, Sonia, homemade pizza. Hey, Melina, how you going? Sorry if I haven't said hello. Oh, tortellini pizzas. Is tortellini, is that just like a flat bread, like a pita bread? I'm still learning about food. Mushroom leeks, peppercorn, and cream. Ooh. See, I would eat that. No one else in the house would eat that. Oh, it's a flatbread. Okay, cool. I was going to make a stew because at 4:30 I need to get dinner organized because we've got a live tonight. We're going to get this done correctly the first time. And then I went, oh, actually, we could do a stir fry. Look like there's enough there. I'll often say, you guys just eat whatever you want. And then when I get home, I'll just make myself a toasted sandwich or something. Because I know that some people like to eat a bit more. Oh, salami's really fatty at times. The chorizo is really fatty as well. I tried cooking with it once and I was like, oh, it's too fatty for me. And hubby's had his gallbladder out, so I have to be really careful with the like fats and stuff that we put in there. So is everyone keeping warm this winter? Have you gotten any like emails about your power bills going up? I've been watching in the groups so many people talking about the companies reaching out with the rate interest and stuff. Scary stuff. Yeah, see, how can they justify? Oh, how can they justify that 40%? And these are the same companies that, yeah. See, I'm in my snood, and I don't have my dressing gown on now. And I was in the lounge room for that because I put the heater on for like 10 minutes just to take that chill out the air because the lounge room can get really cold. And then the Wi-Fi wouldn't connect, so I've come to the office. And my other quilt that I normally have here, I've left on the bed because I think that's more important to keep the bed warm than be here. But yeah, I'm pretty much always in my dressing gown as well, walking around the house. Annette, yes, it is on the list. I literally uploaded the Aldi one and then went, you know what I should do? So then I went, yeah, I need to get to Coles and Woolworths because I pretty much filmed that Audi one on the same day that I uploaded it because I went, oh, I don't have a video for tonight. And then I realized we were out of chicken nuggets and I was going there anyway. So I thought, that's what I'll film. So I will do the other two and they'll probably go up on a Wednesday as well. I'm just waiting for one company to get back to me for a collab. It's hard because I have to submit a video for pre-review for PR to release it. So I'm just sitting here in no man's land. So I'm kind of like, I need to get some flannelette sheets. I say every year that I should get some, and then we get through winter and I go, oh, okay, maybe next year, maybe next year. But then the past 2 or 3 years have been impossible to find. But then when I went to Kmart only a few weeks ago and I filmed that winter video there, they had so many there. I was like, wow, looks like the companies have finally decided they need to put more out, because not everyone thinks logically that they need to shop before the season starts. Because I don't. I get to the middle of the season and go, oh, I might need such and such. Hey, Kim, how you going? I've heard it's cold in Brisbane, actually. Yeah. Even I saw someone from the Gold Coast was posting that it was pretty cold there. The heat, if I put the heater on, it's a gas heater. Oh, excuse me. It's for a short period of time just to take the chill out of the air, and we've put the curtain across the doorway so it locks the heat in, which is really, really good. Oh, Melissa, so many people said that. It's like, oh, I wish we had an Audi here. I still watched your video. Oh gosh. I always think never say never, because I think the Gold Coast only just got a Costco. So I hope that um they start rolling them out. Fiona at will. That is the first thing that comes to my mind. When I was filming the Audi haul, actually, I was like, I wonder if I should go in number 1 position. Like, we'll do 10 down to 1. I thought I just filmed as I walked around the shop and picked things up. So I went, here we go. This is what it is. I think I'm not sure what else I'll have on the list. Sheree, how you going? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, my girlfriend lives in Perth. She lives in Gosnells. I think is that south of the river? I don't know. I've heard people talk about south and north. And she says to me all the time that she can't get the bargains that I get. I just don't. I think with Perth, because you guys are so far away, your prices are crazy anyway. Oh, Kim, you got a split system, so that's electricity then, I guess. Tara, on Wednesday, I did top 10 Audi products, what our favourite top 10 products were, and I asked everyone else to let me know what their favourite products are. There are more that we get from there, but I was in a hurry and I thought, oh, top 10 just sounds like a good number to do, and I want to go back and get some more stuff, and I want to try some things that people recommended to me. Oh, Simone, I won't tell you what I read that word to be. I was like, they had what on sale? Kilo for $3.25. Far out. Uh-huh. Oh God, I can't stop yawning. I'm not even tired. Apparently it's if you don't have enough oxygen in your system. Potato chips, muesli bars. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even say iced coffee, because I'll go anywhere for iced coffee. So, Tara, what do you have in Tassie except for snow and desolation? Yeah, I would bet everything's so expensive. I thought Perth is expensive, but I hear Tassie is just as much. Yeah, Kim, we've got a solar too, and I am so surprised. Oh my God. I'm so surprised at how semi-ineffective it is for the bill. I mean, I'm grateful that it's not like a $500 bill. Like, so it does save a big chunk of money. And it's not worth us selling the power back to the grid, so we just use it. So that's why I won't ever turn the dishwasher on in the nighttime or anything like that. Simone, I don't worry about any spelling. I just thought you'd written a completely different word and went, ooh. Oh, Tara, wow. Yeah, Melissa. Although the Costco wraps are pretty good as well, and they're cheaper. Coles, Woolies, IGA, No Frills, Young's, Fruit and Veg. Do you have Kmart? Do you have Target? Target? Oh, do you have like $2 shops? Do you have like cheap shops? Oh, Kim, that's awesome. Oh, Sheree, yeah. So when I first went to Aldi, one, I was very overwhelmed. It was very bright and it was very noisy. It took me quite a while to adjust to it. And then because the products, they look similar to other stuff, we had trouble adjusting to a few things. And also some things were not good quality back then. Some things are better now. So yeah, I think I did a Coles versus Aldi video back in the day, and some products from Aldi were not all that good back in the day. But they're better now. I feel that some things are. Like the Lamingtons they were kind of the same, but they were a bit different. I did blind taste tests on quite a lot of the products for the whole family, and pretty much everyone picked the Coles products. Now they're a little bit different, but I think some things you can't go wrong with, like cheese, milk, basic bread. I think it's fine, but other stuff, um, yeah, it's not. Sonia, don't tell me that. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't had any for weeks either. Because I did the 4-week spend and I got 2 packs of the choc chip ones out of habit that I was there. And then went, oh, there's no honey ones. But I was at a different Coles and they have a smaller selection of everything. So I just went, oh, I'm at a different place. Yeah, Fiona, we are not a fan of the pizza based things that are in there, especially with the ham and stuff. It just tastes a bit weird. And then something else we had, and it was like, no. Fiona, I haven't tried the hot chocolate from Aldi. I was thinking about getting some, but I'm worried because I think I read somewhere that it's similar to the Woolworths one, and that is a no from me. It's very powdery, like that very artificial taste. And because I'm pretty sure also on the packet it said like dairy free or something, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Oh, Simone, you like the pizza? I tried the coffee. I couldn't. Then again, I think I tried the coffee sachet. It's not the actual coffee. Yeah, Tara, on the list for sure. There's so many video ideas that come up to me and I go, oh, that's a really good idea. And then I ended up going down the other track. Yeah. Turkish bread. I've never had Turkish bread. I want to try it though because I see it on clearance all the time at Coles. The muesli bars. Yeah, Melissa. Yeah, muesli bars. Sorry, I was like honey. Oh, I got honey out. But yeah, the muesli bars. Yeah, see, I would have bought the honey ones if I had seen them there because I just got some choc chip Uncle Toby's on clearance. So I bought a couple packets. Is anyone on TikTok and they see that guy go to the store, buy a bottle of hoisin sauce, open the fridge? Oh no, I've got a bottle of hoisin sauce. Go to the store, buy a bottle of. That's gonna be me with muesli bars. Yeah, Fiona, that's the one thing that frustrates me with being frugal. If I buy something and we don't like the taste of it and we have to throw it away or we'll give it away, it just annoys me that I've spent money on something that then we can't use. And I tried and tried with the Woolworths hot chocolate to mix it in with a milk thing to like make it in a cake and it wouldn't like it, you could just tell it was not like a cocoa or a chocolate powder. It was very different. Onion rings. Oh, I want to try them. Oh, see, I'm not a fan of potato gratin. I find it gluggy. I tried some little gratin bite things from Costco. They're doing taste test stuff. And I was like, oh, so good. And I tasted it. I went, nope. And so many people talk about the pre-meal made kits from Aldi and stuff like that. Yeah, so I wanna have a look at. So I probably wouldn't buy them, but I'd look at how I can make it similar because I just struggle with paying like $14 for like 2 burritos in a container. Simone, coffee tart. Ah. Maggie, hey, how you going? Uh the iced coffee sachets. What are you referring to? Because I don't get iced coffee sachets. We just buy the like liquid iced coffee. But I've never mixed it inside a vanilla ice cream because the ice cream that we get is usually chocolate, mint choc chip, or now the hazelnut one from Buller. Okay, Tara. Okay, cool. No, yeah. All right. So the Markdown chickens. No, they're perfectly fine. Um, and that's what we used in dinner tonight and part of the meal prep thing that I was doing. So I pulled all the chicken off and all the breast meat went in one container and all the thigh meat, so the light meat went in one container and the dark meat went in another container. The darker meat will go inside like a chicken casserole type thing because it basically just needs to be warmed up. Everything is moist. It gets all pulled apart, and then the white light meat will get divided up into bags for the chicken risotto, the pizzas, some lunches. If people want lunch meat, then it's there as well. So never had an issue with any of the chickens. They're still really warm by the time I get them home as well, so I can pull them apart super easily. And why don't you see any cereal? Yeah, no. So if you look at the video, what I eat in a week, I explain, or was it that one? There was a video. I want to refer you to a proper thing. There was a video either what I eat in a week, or I said what it realistically costs us to eat as a family. And I explained in there how my husband does not eat breakfast before he leaves the house because he has to jump on a push bike and ride to work. He doesn't want anything in his stomach because he's about to go exercise for half an hour. My stomach does not wake up with me. My stomach takes about 2 hours to wake up. So often I will just get up and walk out the door and go and teach Zumba or do whatever. I have water with me. Sometimes I'll grab a banana. Sometimes I'll grab a muesli bar, and that's it. Because if I eat and then exercise, I feel sick. And if I eat when I'm not hungry, it makes me sick. My son just lives on honey toast. And then my daughter doesn't get out of bed till like lunchtime. So she doesn't need cereal. Sometimes she has oats if she gets up in the morning. But she's like me. Once she's up, it takes her about 2 hours for her stomach to wake up. So by the time she kind of looks at the time, her brain will go, oh, it's kind of about this time I should eat this. But she's sort of like me too, that, oh, I haven't actually had breakfast. It might be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I need to eat breakfast because I haven't had breakfast. It might be lunchtime, but I haven't actually had breakfast. So I need to have some sort of breakfast food. So I saw Turkey, I think it was Turkish bread, was it? That, what's her name? Jenny or Janae did on TikTok, and she put pesto mayo on it, and then she put some chicken and some lettuce and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'd eat that. So I want to try that. Melissa always go to the store, buy a bottle of hoisin sauce. And Kira heard it like months ago. She said it was stuck in her head for a week, and I've only just discovered it. I've been loving TikTok at the moment that I'm scrolling through, and anything that I see that I think I can lip dub over the top of it, I just save it. And then when I get time, I'll film 2 or 3 videos, and then I upload them as the shorts on the channel. And so many views are getting that. I put up a video, here's how to save money, 500 views. I put up a video of me going, if I ever say, do you want me to be honest? You might just want to go ahead and say no. 3,000 views. Oh, the cauliflower cheese bake is so nice. Just be aware, and I say this, did I say it in the Aldi video? I did. There's some big pieces and there's some little pieces. So either you have to cook all of it at the same time, or what we do is we separate it out. So I will cook 2 or 3 bigger pieces together and then cook those. And then later on, I'll cook all the smaller pieces together. Because one packet does us for about 3 different meals because it's a side. I haven't tried the mini quiches from Aldi. I've been seeing everyone talk about them, so I do want to get them. Oh, I so get you. Alrighty, yeah, I know. I'm the same. I will sit here sometimes and be cold and just be like, hurt. Yeah, Tara, I freeze everything. And TikTok, have chicken. I'm calling it Chicken Gate. So I showed the 4 chickens and said, I'm going to pull this chicken meat apart. And I pulled it all apart, I bagged it all up, and then I filmed to show people how it was all weighed out. And everyone's like, unless you chuck the frames in to make a stock, then it's not worth it. I was like, we don't eat any stock in this house. The only stock we ever eat is I'll put like a liter of water when I'm making the stew or something. And then that's it. And the amount of people going, that is what you need to do. I'm like, but we don't need it. Hey, Michelle, how you going? Brunch. Yeah, absolutely. Tara, what am I watching at the moment? Currently watching you guys chat to me. No. As in TV shows and stuff. Or I'm waiting to go to the movies so I can see this. I want to see that. And I'm rewatching Outlander at the moment. I actually my brain's not working. Actually, I haven't watched anything for the past week because I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff. And sometimes I've been watching some videos on YouTube. I've been watching guys, here on the channel, I've got a playlist called Free Movies, and I've been adding movies into there. I've sometimes been watching those in the evening, so go and check those out because you can watch them here online. Oh, it's got another Michelle. Hey, how you going? Oh, because I probably went, oh, I should hold on to this to remind myself about a price or a weight because I was going to put it in a video and I can't even remember what it was. So it probably just got stuck there to remind myself, and I don't even know why it's there. So I stick things on the fridge all the time to remind myself. Like I just was filming one of the Aldi challenge things, and because we eat food all the time, I actually run out of the chicken nugget things, but I was counting as I was going with the meals. So I was showing people how many meals I'd get out of something and realized that we'd actually run out of chicken nuggets. So I put the spare packet in a container to remind myself that I have to replace part of that. It's still sitting there. Oh, Michelle, Dead Clock. We don't have Prime. We don't have any streaming services. I just watch free to air TV. I keep forgetting. I meant to watch Dancing with the Stars this season because I really love that show, and I really love watching Shana Burgess. She's a brilliant dancer. I know she's only a judge, but sometimes they get the judges to do dances, and I love Craig. He's such a crack up. Mm. Tara, the wedges are sometimes, and then sometimes not. It depends what kind of week it is. So yeah. Oh yeah, always asking me questions. Why do I have this or why do I have that? Because sometimes I'll just go, I don't know, or that was there for this thing. Because my vlogs at the moment are kind of 2 weeks behind real time because I need time to edit, and also sometimes I just sit there and vent to you guys about things, and then I realize a week later probably shouldn't say that. So I need time to edit a few things out. Who do I subscribe to on YouTube? Oh gosh, lots of people. This Mum at Home, and one of a dozen. Although I've just seen that Rachel said they're putting a pause on their vlogs for a little while. I love watching people who do like homemaking things. I love watching. I don't watch her all the time. I watch. Brain has gone. I watch Frugal Fit Mum. I watch the Minimal Mum. I watch Our Small Footprint, Nissa from Our Small Footprint. I've just discovered her, actually. I love her. And she's so funny because I'll write a comment there, this is how I edit. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't work for me. And I'm like, yep. We're all so different. My friend Carolyn from Carol Cash, I watch her. She's awesome. I'm trying to think of that woman that she is a Mennonite in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. My brain is just not working right now. I love watching, I'll watch Live It Like Lisa and the Aussie Flipper. He's in Queensland. He's so cool. Watching him and his, he runs eBay. I sometimes watch Prepper Princess. I don't watch everything. I watch Money Mum. She's really good. I don't watch as many American people anymore because they keep talking about 401ks and it's just getting frustrating. And then also I don't watch a lot of American stuff with some things too because they talk about, $20 to feed a family of 4. And I'm like, that's because your prices are so different than in Australia. And I do watch some to get an idea, but sometimes there's just no way that you can even compare the prices and stuff. So it gets a bit frustrating. I am trying to think. I'm trying to think of that woman who is. I have subscribed to her too on YouTube. I've just discovered this girl on YouTube. She's called How to ADHD. She's so funny. Oh, and if you guys are on TikTok but also on YouTube, there's this guy called Stevie O, and he does tips from the ER, emergencies. And he used to be an ER technician, which I don't understand what that is. It's more than a nurse from what I understand. But he obviously in the pandemic got so successful with social media, he doesn't work in the industry anymore. Megan Fox Unlocked. That is who I was thinking of. I just really like the way that she has some homemaking stuff on her channel. All right, I've missed a few comments. I don't want to miss anyone's comments. Oh, Tara Outlander, yeah. It's so funny. I watched some clips of him talking about Scottish stuff and I go, what? I hate the shopping apps. I never remember to use them. I go by memory or by routine, or I get into the shop and go, this is what I'm going to do. And then I see markdowns and then I see other stuff and then the plan goes out the window. So I try really hard to make a list. But it's also really hard because sometimes people follow me to watch the grocery hauls and go, you didn't buy any meat this week. And I'm like, hi, you must be new here. So all the meat that we have is in our freezer and I only need to buy pantry staples. I'm starting to stockpile quite well, which also is another video to clean out the pantry and then organize that and then show you guys where we're at. So that's why with the Coles 4-week spend that I just did, I was focusing on stockpiling for a couple of weeks. So I bought 5 face washes and 5 moisturizers. And then I bought 6 tins of Milo and bigger stuff like that. So it really is starting to stockpile and get ahead because there is nothing worse than running out of something. I would just go without. If I have to pay full price for something, I'll say, we'll wait till it's on special. Oh, Michelle. I bet Craig is a character. He looks like a character. Pam, probably what I think I will do is wait till the season gets down a bit more, and then I'll sit there and I'll watch it all through. The only thing that's a bit frustrating is watching the live replay or the live stream thing online. The ads are there. I know you get ads on TV anyway, but they just seem to pop up at the most random times, so it's a bit frustrating. Oh, Sheree, I haven't heard of that before. Strong Mind, Soft Heart. Actually, I think I might have heard of her before. Does she have she's got a large family? I think it's just hard. Sometimes I will watch people and think they're a bigger family than us, so it doesn't relate. I just sometimes have trouble connecting with some people. But I watch Nissa from Our Small Footprint because I grew up, my parents from the country, and then I grew up camping a lot with my dad, so I understand her cooking and food, how she needs to use up certain things, because we used to go camping for weeks on end. So I watch that because I understand the logic of things like that. Someone I was watching the other day said they don't enjoy watching Prepper Princess. I was like, okay. She's like, we live in Australia, not America. I'm like, it's just entertainment. I love when she does, she's walking along the river and she's like, oh, and she'll just pick up something someone's left. Someone's left half a bag of groceries here or something. You think, ooh. Oh my God, you don't want to see my pantry right now, you'll die. But don't worry, it'll make a really good before picture. There are things in there that should not be in there, and there's probably stuff in there that's empty. Do you know what? It's all just going to sit there because it'll make a really good before picture. So it'll be from chaos to clean. Oh, see you, Pam. Thanks so much for joining with us. Yes, stay warm. Maggie, how many times a week do I go to the supermarket? How many days are in a week? I probably go to the supermarket 8 times a week. Because how many Zumba classes do I teach in a week? 8 classes a week. And pretty much all of them are right next door to a Coles or a Woolworths or an Aldi. So I have a look. And I have to drive past at least 2 Coles, if not 3, at least 4 times a week. So it takes me 2 minutes to stick my head in the door. Although last week I didn't hardly do any shopping. And then next week is school holidays. So I'm not planning on leaving this house for a couple of days. So I'm hoping to be good. Ah, Aradia. So I was told that some things were going up, like rice and stuff like that. So I did just purchase some extra rice. But other things I heard were going up, and they haven't yet. But other things, I went to buy something the other day and gone up by 50 cents again. I nearly died. Oh, there was this lady in the shops the other day. And I don't know what her situation is or what. I think clearly she can afford groceries, because she was like, grab me a packet of chicken or something, and the kid picked up one with a clearance sticker and she went, ooh, put that down, it's dirty, get one of the other ones. I walked over to have a look at it and I was like, it's not dirty. It's not a great discount either, but it's not dirty. Thought, okay. But pretty much everything I get from supermarket, bring it home, goes straight in the freezer. So it's not like food really goes off for us. Oh, Michelle, I'm obsessed with the extreme couponing. But sometimes I try not to watch because it just makes me jealous that we don't have it. But I would rather our wages and healthcare system compared with the system that they have. So I'll happily just live here in Australia. Thank you very much. I would spend hours a day doing it too. Yeah, and I would show people what we're cutting up, what we're doing, how we're storing everything, da 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 da. And I would stockpile a whole lot of stuff too, so I could donate it to charities and things like that. Because if you can save money this way and then pay for real groceries, then that's totally what I would do. Scrolling back because I don't want to miss anything. Acre Homestead. I've not heard of that before. Okay. Someone else I discovered the other day, and I was like, oh, how to cook that. Just put up a new video. Just got a notification. I also watch Blade Mate Lawn Care. I basically sit there and watch a guy mow a backyard, but he does like the backyards that no one will do, like someone with like who's really elderly or severely disabled and they can't manage the yards themselves. So he goes in and tidies it all up, and I'm like, and thank goodness he doesn't show everything because apparently the other week he was whippersnipping underneath the car and there was a dead RAT under there and he whippersnipped it through and it all came up in his face. Blech. No, thank you. I found a girl the other day. She's in America. I watched Dr. Mike and Mama Dr. Jones. Yeah, I watched Mark from Self Sufficient Me. I'm just scrolling at the moment. I watched a girl the other day. She's in America. She does like homemaking stuff, and this is now her second channel. So her first channel was like just her name, and now her second channel is like her name Co. So I think that on her first channel, and she admits this herself, she spent so much time filming and doing family vlogs and editing that was taking real time away from being with her family. So now on her second channel, she's just focusing a lot on being in the kitchen and doing stuff like that, because I just stumbled across the second channel and wondered how she only had 2 videos on her channel. She was massive. And I was like, how does she have so many people? And then I looked through and saw that she'd had a first channel and she's got like nearly 1 million subscribers there or something like that. So I just love some of their kitchens and stuff they have. I love some of the people's the farmyard type kitchen setup that they have. Oh, I think it's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Rachel and just I've got an idea for her if she doesn't want to vlog. Because my theory was that she's got such a good following, she could still do something with it. And then the income from that will help to pay towards Disney. Tara, when did I start Markdown shopping? Oh, no, it's not personal. It's fine. So there's a few different stories. So I think first we did it just to save money because we didn't have a lot of money back in the day. And then I didn't need to for a while because I found that just doing one shop a week was saving us money. So I was buying everything that I needed and it was done. Hello. But that's when I was like full into Avon. So I was just too busy to go to the shops. And then I started doing little markdowns because my son was at school and he was only going to school for like an hour and a half a day. And so I would go like to the nearest shopping center. I would like have to sit in the car park for about 10, 15 minutes, make sure he settled in. I would go to the local Coles or one of the local supermarkets and be able to shop in there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes get to a second one and then get back to school. So then I would be going specifically just for markdowns or any specials that wasn't part of the main big shop because I would sometimes do online shops as well so I could get everything in one go. And then it just got habit after that. I tend not to buy anything that I don't know because I want to make sure that I use everything that we purchase. And so I yeah, I'm pretty strategic with what I buy. I won't just buy anything with a markdown. I'm pretty sticky with my prices. I've got a video on my channel saying inflation, I won't pay that. And I talk about the baseline prices for a lot of stuff. And I know that with inflation, it's getting harder, but then that's where I really start getting strategic. So one of the videos, I think I put up as a short, and it'll be coming up in a grocery haul. I got some chicken chunks for $5.75 a kilo. So I was like, how much do you have? She says, what you see there. And I was like, I'll take it. It was only 1.5 kilos. It was just a tray. So I just took that. And then I was at Woolworths the other day and they had some chicken tenders, just raw. And it said 40% off sale price. Do you think I could figure out what that was? I'm sitting there with my calculator going, it's $13.75, 40% off. My brain just was not working at all. And so I went, oh, I'll have 1 kilo because I went, well, 40%, it's not quite 50%, and half of $13.75, that's less than $11. So I'll take 1 kilo. And then when he hands me the packet and it said kilo price $8.10, I said, can I have the rest of the tray? Thanks. It was really good. Oh yeah, Tara, I've seen a few of Jamero. I don't know how to say her name. I just find that some of the bigger meal tray stuff that she does, we'd never eat that. So I tend to need content that we would actually use. Hey Montrose, how you going? Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm missing some things I want to get back here. The Bell's 10. Oh, I've never heard of that before. Nate the Hoof Guy. I've not heard of him before, but on TikTok, I got stuck on this cycle that I just kept watching people trim the hoofs of horses and cows. I watch for hours. And I think, wonder if I could do that. And it looks so satisfying. Oh, the pressure washing videos. Yes, they're so addictive. I got a pressure washer and I was like, I'm going to be just like those people. Oh my gosh. If I had any more power to it, I'd holding out, I'd be flying off the roof. Like it just went poof. And I was taken back with how much power it was. I did buy an extra extender though, because you need it longer for you to hit the ground. And it did pressure wash quite well my mum's backyard, but the stream is just too thin for what I wanted to do. So I really need to use a bit more chemicals. Everyone was so kind. I put the video up and I said, I have no idea what's going on. And I had professional people that own companies in America go to me. You did a really good job. Here's what I would recommend. And I was like, thank you so much. So saying when I put the gurney, the pressure washer for clean the car, have some people recommend some other ideas and stuff. And one guy says he's a detailer and he gave me some tips. I was like, thank you so much. Oh, so good. Oh, the rains are here. We will get whatever Perth weather gets. So if you like to just keep your rain over there, that would be impressive. Hey, Kathleen, how you going? Thanks for joining us. Oh, alrighty. Yeah. So, I, yeah, I was actually cleaning my mum's house and I thought I need to still be able to physically walk the next day. And if I bend over to clean part of her bathroom, I won't be walking very well. So I used that to cut through all the grime. And I'm glad I did because it cleaned up really well. And also, I really wanted to scrub her grout and stuff. So using that really helped. But I go there now and I look at the floor and think, I really need to clean this again. But yeah, the slate floor was one of the most satisfying bits for me. But there were some bits that I didn't quite get clean. I'd love to go back again, but I really feel that she needs to probably call a professional and get them to do that like big machine. Oh, I'd love to have a go at that big machine. It'd be so good. Fiona, yeah, the budget thing is on the list. I'm just trying to figure out like what to show and not what to show, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the categories for sure. Also, I was waiting for June to finish so I could kind of do his a 6-month thing and then compare that, because also I'd been tracking for the past couple of years a few different things and I was going to then compare from last year and then the year before, because I think I can't remember what we did in the pandemic. I'm not sure if I have numbers or not for it. Some stuff is always, we always budget for stuff, but it's always a ballpark figure type thing, and we're always under by when we balance out at the end of the month. Sometimes I don't nitty gritty the details. I think in 2020 I did though, because I was pretty bored in the house. Oh, Jade, no thank you. I don't want to watch anyone eating like a scorpion or anything. I would die if I had to go on those jungle shows. I'd just be like, bleh. Oh, do you know what I love watching on TikTok? There's some guy and he gets stuff like makeup and he pulls the compact apart and like he'll re-put the makeup in the containers and sanitize everything. And then there's another guy, he gets like really old, like, yeah, watches or bells. There was a coffee grinder. It's all like really, really old. And then he pulls it all apart and he cleans it all. Sometimes he remakes a new screw or something for the section and puts it all in there. That's really good. So Tara, I'm not really doing any Christmas stuff because my children are 23 and 20. We did go to the toy sale. We did get a couple of things. My son decided he wanted his Lego now, so he's paid for that. And then the other things that I got, which was a couple of Care Bears and the Grogu things, were really what my daughter wanted for her birthday. So I put those away. They're going to be for Christmas, and then I'll just keep her a little bit of money, and then I'll give my son some money. He'll get more money because he doesn't really have any gifts. But that's pretty much what they want. They pretty much want money every year. So that's pretty much it. I so no longer really need to worry about end of year sales or anything like that. Some of the things like the noise cancelling headphones that they needed replacing last year, one of those was covered by NDIS. So yeah, I don't really, and there's nothing else that we need. We don't really need any extra technology or anything like that. We're pretty basic people. So Simone, I sometimes watch her. I just find it hard for me to relate to a lot of things overseas because they're talking about some things relating to where they live or whatnot. And I just find it hard to be able to process the information. And also, so many people eat different to what we eat. So it's really frustrating to sit there and watch someone go, here's a budget meal for 39 cents. It's white beans and something else. And I think we wouldn't eat that. So just, I get a bit frustrated and I just can't relate to things. So I don't watch as much frugal stuff as what I used to either, because everyone just does stuff so differently and it just logically would not work for us in our house. That's kind of why I don't focus a lot on frugal stuff here on the channel unless it's relating to the grocery hauls or how things do like this or how to prep for winter. I'll say this is what we do as a family to prep for winter, because I feel weird sitting here and saying to people, this is what you need to do to save money. And if you don't do this, well, that's not my problem, which is what I find that a lot of people have that attitude, and it frustrates me. I just think people struggle, myself included, to process and understand information. And if you're going to give me tough love, then I'm tuning out because I need it spoon fed to me kindly, or this is what I do. And I will watch and go, oh, because I can pick up anything from watching what you do or hearing you talk about it and why you talk about it. But if you sit there and lecture to me, then I'm not interested in it because I feel like I don't want to be spoken to that way and I don't learn that way. So it frustrates me. And that's why when I do the vlogs, this is what we've done this week. This is how we save money for our family. This is how I grocery haul. This is the things that we do. If there's anything that you've learned, let me know. If there's any tips that you have, let me know. But yeah. And I think people learn different. That's all it is. And I think you need that. When we were first budgeting and doing stuff like that, Dave Ramsey would not work for me. I don't appreciate tough love. The theory of what it was, I got that, but I learned a lot more from Anita Bell's book, How to Pay Off Your Mortgage in 5 Years, by the woman who did it in 3, because she explained everything. And I went, oh. So it's a learning thing, and that's how I relate to people. Tara, I am middle-aged. Yeah, Fiona, I save all the points for January because there's at least 1, maybe 2 weeks where my hubby doesn't work and he's a casual, so no work, no pay. And so then that way he covers all of our groceries. I think, though, that when the Woolworths rewards, you have to spend them in December. So then I will lean more towards the shopping for then. Although in saying that, I know that you can change over, you can flip it from saving to Christmas to spend now. So I'll probably do most of the shopping in December at Woolworths. And then when January comes around, I'll use the Flybuys dollars to shop there. So I use as the Flybuys dollars, and then I spend in Coles as well. I don't buy any gift cards with the points. I just keep them all there. Thank you. Yeah, try and be as realistic as possible. I think that's how I relate to people. I just want to explain how things go. Yeah, I think we all learn differently. Absolutely. Yeah, I think kindness, absolutely. I had someone say something to me the other day, and I'm not going to say what because I'll probably give away who it is. And I got really frustrated because I was like, no, not everyone knows how to run a house, how to what. I don't even know how to wash dishes in the correct order. I was not told. Um, Girl guides did not teach me that. I know how to sew on a button. I don't know how to wash dishes in the correct order to make sure that the water's not dirty. I don't really have a cleaning routine. I get one and then I get bored with it and then move on. I try and teach my children how to do things, but you never listen to your mother. So, they're going to learn and figure things out their own way. There were some things that I discovered years down the track, and I said to my mum about it. She's like, I've been telling you that for years. And I'm like, well, have you? I've never processed it. So people take a while to learn things and discover what works for them. Oh, sorry, I missed some comments. Oh my God, my mum, I just filmed because it was Tom Cruise's birthday on Monday. Woohoo! Running Man. And I asked everyone in the house about it. It's going to be not this Monday, the next Monday, the vlog. You'll be laughing. I laughed through half of it. And I interviewed my mum about it. She's so funny. Oh, thank you, Maggie, and everyone else who says they love me. Yeah, I just try and be as realistic as possible. I think too, like, I struggle to learn some things, so I just try and explain things. It's what I miss so much about Avon. I used to be awesome at being able to explain things, and the logic was just there. Like, guys, I'm telling you, if you do these three things, you will get these three results. Absolutely. And if you don't, then this is how we can change things. And it always worked, always. And it was just so easy. Oh, you don't want to do these three things? Great. You can do these two things and you can still get this thing. But it just always was like the logic and the processing of it. And I could get anyone any result they wanted anytime. I was always kind to people. I was just like, I just let you know your order's due this Wednesday if you're placing an order. If you're not, just let me know because then I'm not going to bother you again. Okay, great. You're not ordering. Okay, no worries. Reminded that next campaign, if you don't order, your account's in danger of falling off. If it does, you can just re-sign up later. Da, 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 da. And then sometimes I want to re-sign up and I go, can you just wait for 2 weeks? Because if you rejoin, then you can get a bonus gift from the company. Da, da, da. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, cool. Thanks. So I was always dealing and working out what was best with how to support the people in the team. What do you want? Okay, I can get you that if you work with me this. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it so much. Yeah, and I think that also, because two children on a spectrum, like chalk and cheese, I can stand there and give the logic for something, and one will go, yep, no worries. The other one will go, no. And it's not whichever. Um, but yeah, one will get it with some things and one just won't. And I think people learn differently. So, I just want to scroll. I was missing anything. Ha, Tara, you'll be looking for the markdowns. Woohoo! I suck at housekeeping too. It's why I film stuff because I think, you know what? I'm just who I am. And I just hope to God that someone watches that and goes, They'll probably go, Jesus Christ, help that woman. But if someone watches it and go, oh, I don't feel so alone, which is what people do tell me on TikTok, they say it's so good to see a real person. Because I don't have young children either, but the house looks like I do. So it's absolutely crazy. Oh, hey, Lee, how you going? Oh, yeah, that'd be so good to pay for fuel with Flybuys dollars. Did I have a lamb roast? I didn't have a lamb roast. ah. Yeah, everyone was saying I should go to Sydney. I'm like, I'm not that obsessed with him. I'm not going to fly to Sydney just to maybe see Tom Cruise. And I bet there was a whole thing to be able to even get anywhere near the red carpet anyway. And I'd be like, I really like him, but I don't like him to pay money for a flight just to go see him. Because I would vlog the whole thing and I'd just have people say how insane you were. I'd have free accommodation, have friends live in Sydney, and they would happily put me up, but I would give them money for food and stuff like that. I stayed at a friend's house once and I hid $50 in her freezer because she refused to take money from me, and she had fed me so well for like 3 days. So I hid money in her freezer. I had to get up at like midnight and put some money in there. Yeah, right. Yeah, you'll find routines and whatever else per person and how they help. Some things I find they don't help. I'm trying to do some like routines with stuff. Just I do it after a week and I get bored. We need a constant dopamine hit. I think that's probably why I like markdown shopping, because it's the thrill of the hunt and then the find. Tara, I'm not really famous from the news. I can go to the shops most days and be not recognizable, which is really good. Although sometimes I do get this. And then sometimes they'll look in my trolley and they'll look at me and I'll see. And then they'll just walk off. I had someone message me once and say, I just saw you at Coles. I said, oh, sorry. Sorry if I didn't say hi or something. I don't know. I said, oh, if you wanted to say hey, feel free. And they went, no, thanks. I'm like, then why bother telling me that you just saw me? Do you want points for spotting me? Oh, and then one of my ex-Avon girls comes up to me and goes, are you the Frugal Fun mum? And I go, yeah, I am, just out of autopilot, and turned around and went, oh, you idiot. Because I realised who she was. She made me laugh so much. Okay, Simone, cool, thanks. I'd appreciate that. Go fund me to meet Tom Cruise. I really do actually, though, want to go on a trip to like Sydney or Melbourne or something, because then I can film like how I book, airfare's cheap, travel, what I do to get ready, packing, going, all that. I meant to do all of that when we were going on our Townsville trip, but all of it got booked via a travel agent because my mum really wanted to make sure everything was booked and covered and insurance and stuff like that. So she took care of all of that. And then when we were up there, we just were here, there, and everywhere with family. So everything was just had not much control over anything. So just went with the flow. It was still pretty like cheap being up there. But yeah, I paid my half of everything and it didn't come to that much money, but it was just like there was so much stuff that we wanted to do. But when you're with family, you just kind of do what they want to do. Oh, I love their tram in Melbourne, how it does the square around the city. I love that. I kept jumping on and off of the tram, the free one, going to all the different shopping centres, the little malls and stuff. And I found this little shop down in like this basement. It was like a $2 shop. It was so cool. Oh, and then when I was in the shop once, someone was standing there talking to me, and I could see my daughter off to the side of me. She was just standing there. And I thought, I need to do that thing like the Queen and have a handbag. And if my bag's in like this hand, it's like, don't come near me. Because I did have someone stand there once and go, are your children here anywhere? And I was like, no, not today. I thought, it's a bit weird. Oh, thanks, Fiona. Well, I'd love to go to Tasmania. Hubby's been. I've never been. Hubby went for a work thing years and years and years ago. Everyone always has such good questions when we're on here doing the lives. So good. Where did he go? Launceston. Did you go to Launceston, Jeremy?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Launceston. See you, Simone. Thanks so much for joining. Actually, you went before we were married. You went like 99 or something. Hey, Lynn, how you going? We've chatted all things weather, markdown shopping, girl guides, brownies, YouTube, frugal. It'll be a good playback. And we only got here at like 7:15 because I had technical issues. Does anyone have any other questions or anything they want to chat about? We just talked about Tom Cruise. That's important. What is an SOT? If that is a boat, then that is a no from me. It is Spirit of Tasmania. See? So I would go on an aeroplane because I am not doing a boat. I've seen Titanic. I know what happens. Thank you. No, thank you. He is really good looking. You can tell you're a local. Salt. I would be like, the boat. The boat. No, thank you. No, but it's still a boat. I don't want to get wet in the water. Thank you. And also, I get seasick really easily. I get seasick in the bath. No cruises. Yeah, no cruises. Thank you very much. Only Tom Cruise. I'll have that cruise. But no real big boats. Thank you very much. It was funny. Not funny. The very last promo for Avon, if you made it to the top 10, it was a cruise. And I literally went, I'm going to pass out. We were at the conference and they were announcing next year's incentives. And they went, top 10, is going on a cruise. And I went, oh, I'm going to be sick. And my manager was next to me. I went, you just went white as a ghost. I said, I don't want to get on a boat. I don't want to get on a boat. I just started sweating. I was like, I said, I'm not going to make top 10 next year. I can't get on a boat. I can't get on a boat. I didn't make top 10 last year. I think I did top 30 because I literally just went, oh my God, I'm not getting on a boat. I'm not getting on a boat. I'm not getting on a boat. I just started panicking. I was like, no, thank you. And then also they changed the KPIs anyway, so it was all about team building down and building big people. And I was like, oh, I'm all about like building really wide and level and stable rather than building down really quickly, which is what a whole lot of people did. Because also that's how I got the car that I did, because I built really wide and really stable. I focused on people rather than team building. So yeah. And then I got I got sick on the ferry from, did we go Manly to Sydney? I don't know what that little water thing is, because we were in Sydney for an Avon trip. My friend said, let's get on the ferry. And I said, oh, yeah, I've been on that before. That I could do. I don't know why. And we get on the ferry and she says, let's go to the top for a good view. And I said, okay. And it was really choppy. Oh, I just about out the side because the boat was going like this backwards and forwards. Oh my God. I nearly died. I get car sick really easily as well. I was really sick flying to Townsville as well. I hadn't slept very well the night before. So then if I'm moving a lot the next day, I get sick really easily if I haven't slept very well. Oh, the Titanic also sank, had a lot of water. What surrounds a ship? Water. No, thank you. I'm still not getting on a boat, Tara. Thank you. Oh, and then we had to get on a boat because I went to New Zealand for an Avon rewards trip, and we had to catch this boat to go over to this summer house thing. It had a barbecue thing or something. We had to go watch this guy shear a sheep. And it was so funny because my parents from the country, and we know farmers and shearers and stuff like that. And so they were like, come and learn how a sheep is shorn. And I was like, seriously? I've only just grown up with half of that. Okay. And then everyone was like, oh, let's take some wool home, because they had cut and put it on there for everyone to take some. And they're like, do you want some? I was like, no, thank you. And then everyone touched it and everyone was like, oh, my hands are greasy. I'm like, yep, it's the oils from the wool. Everyone's like, how do you know that? I'm like, why did Avon close? They just made an announcement in 2018 on my daughter's birthday. Could not believe it. That it was closing. Yeah, I just don't think that the Australian branch was doing well. I knew we had a new head boss come in a couple of years before, and she was really starting to build it up and pick it up. And then out of nowhere, they just made an announcement that we were closing. We got a couple of months to wrap everything up, so at least that was really good. But Mary Kay has closed in Australia as well. We got 2 weeks' notice for that, and that closed. That was gone. Tupperware was in danger of closing only a couple of weeks ago. I see that Tupperware is being sold in Myers now, and apparently in Aldi. Yeah, see, alrighty, that's my thing. I can't get off. And I'd be worried if I did get off the boat at a stop or somewhere, and then we ended up somewhere and we got stuck and we couldn't get back to the boat in time. That is also my panic. Oh, Jade, you don't want a plane? Well, you can go on the boat and I'll have the plane. Thank you very much. Oh, little lambs. That's so cute. Yeah, I knew that Sarah Lee owned Tupperware because I think at one point, were they involved with like Nutrimetics as well? Because I remember all the company colours changed at one point and it was all the same like colour scheme. Oh, Tara, there's some guy on TikTok, Tupperware Pete, I think his name is, and he was said on his live stream the other day that Tupperware is being sold in Myers now because a whole lot of people did a massive like because party plan is the whole thing, and they're saying that if people can just go buy in a retail store, then that's what they're going to do rather than book a party. But he says, as you would for any company line, that it's really good because then it gets people talking about Tupperware. But everyone's enjoying my last vlog that I put up. I lost my pants. Yes, so I was standing there talking to someone, and I had just picked up in a bundle my jumper and my pants and something else, and then had turned to throw it all in the car, and it just dropped out of my hands onto the ground. It had been raining, so my pants were wet as when I went back to get them 5 minutes later. Oh, that was frustrating. At least I had those really long legging things you get from Kmart, $7, because when I have my Zumba pants on, I have about that much air gap or skin gap, and it is so cold some days. Have they, Lee? Prices. I haven't seen any products for ages. Shopping channel. Oh, you're not missing much, Tara. Is it, Cherie? I want to go look now. I love more the vintage Tupperware stuff though. I love like some of the big round containers that like you push down the lid in the middle and you hear it go like poof, like the airlock. Because my mum and Nana had all those, and the canisters, so like the flour and the sugar. I think my mum still has them actually. And then she inherited some from Nana's house when she passed away. I don't have much of some Tupperware things because I think back in the day I probably left something in there a little bit too long in the fridge, and got a bit moldy, and I was like, I'm just not sure I'd get that clean enough. I really like, oh yeah, the beetroot. We've got the original one, the square one that you pull up, but I really like they brought out, I think, a round one where you could pull it up and then twist and it locked into place. That was really good, because how many times with the beetroot square one you have to pull it up and then hold it as you're getting out? Like, that can be frustrating. Oh, Lynn, it is. I just do TikTok really as a bit of a fishing line to try and get people to come over to here on YouTube, because this is my community, this is my people. So TikTok is usually a quick flash in the pan for me to be able to do a quick short or something, and it gives me a lot of the sound bites or any other little funny things for me to do, record a video, and then be able to put it here on YouTube for a short, because I just find it's doing okay in some areas. If it does well on TikTok though, it doesn't do well here. So if it doesn't do well on TikTok, I know it will go well here. But it's funny, I was saying before you weren't here, I put up a video like, this is how you save money, and it doesn't do very well. But I put up a comedy video or something and it takes off. That's absolutely funny. So yeah, it's quite funny. Kiki, hey, how you going? Yes, I did hit the 4K. Woohoo! It's so exciting. It was so good. And then now we've gone over that as well. Oh, excuse me. And it was funny because I'm a huge goal person. And so I was like, oh, I'd love to do this before the end of the financial year. And I was watching it, and then like we were at 3995, and I was like, and I'd go 3996. I was like, yes, and then I'd refresh, and 3994, no. And we still had about 3 or 4 days to go, so I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going to make it. And then we hit it that day, we're still about 3 or 4 days to go. So in traditional woohoo fashion, I didn't say anything until we kind of hit about 4:10 because I knew that would allow for any people that disappeared. And so then I also waited for I signed up to one of the Tube Buddy. I just got the free version, so it doesn't really do anything. But they send you little congratulation pictures when you hit certain milestones. So I waited till they sent me that so that I could put that up to say thanks to everybody. Oh, gosh, I missed some comments. See you, Lee. Thanks for joining. Oh, a Macca's chai latte. I've never had a chai latte. Oh, Melissa, did you? I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. I've had it twice, and I'm just not sure. Oh, excuse me. I think the best ever thing from Tupperware is the Shapo ball. You put the shapes in the holes. When Kira was really little, I got her the pink and purple one because I was like, I don't want the regular red and blue one. And they brought out the pink and purple one. I wish I kept it. I think I donated it on. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm entertaining, all right. I'm a little bit crazy. Oh, and the other thing that I really miss from Tupperware, do you remember the square blocks? And they were hinged on one side, and you open it up, and inside were little plastic animals like giraffes and stuff like that. They had all alphabets inside of it. Oh, Tara, how good are those frappes? I haven't had one in ages. I had one once because someone was like, you should get one. Oh my gosh. And then I see people on TikTok have them all the time. I'm like, oh God. Yeah, Melissa, I figured that was the one that you were referring to. My favorite ice cream is we make the custard based one. So the eggs, the sugar, and the milk, and the bit of cream. Excuse me. Anything chocolate is what we like. But the thing is, I'm finding that the ice cream sets really hard, and I need hubby to be able to scoop it out, which sucks when you're trying to get it to look really good. Macca's Run. Oh, my daughter talks about that all the time because when she was in grade 12, there was a few people that had their license. So they were always like, let's go on Macca's Run. Because grade 12s were allowed to leave the campus at any time. Yeah, the green little plastic figurines inside the blocks. Yeah. It's a Macca's Run for me. I wish. I'm very confused. I heard someone on TikTok say the frappes. Someone said there's no caffeine in it, and someone else said it is, but it's a syrup. And they put the vanilla shot in it, or the vanilla syrup. But then someone else said there's not, because someone said, no, we make it with a shot of hot coffee and then we add it in. And then someone else went, no, we pump a thing of coffee syrup into it, which doesn't have as much caffeine as like a hot coffee. So I'm very confused. Because I think, could you imagine buying it to go, I really need a caffeine hit, and then finding out there's like no coffee? I've made Melissa the custard ice cream thing on the channel before too. I think it's an individual one. It'd be well over a year ago though. And I did make it there was a series I did, $20 pantry basic, and I made it in one of those videos as well. The coffee frappe. I thought they were all coffee frappes, and then you just added your flavors in there. See, I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to it. had one once because someone's like, you should get one. And I still have some points from like the Macca's app from when we used to get the stuff before for my son. And so, but I was going to get one a few weeks ago. I went to see a friend and she was like, meet you in the Macca's car park. I was like, oh, okay. And she had one and she was like, oh, you should get yourself something. And I was like, oh, I'm okay with water. And I was going to get one with the points in my app, but I couldn't use my points to redeem for one of them. So I went, no, it's all right. Because I'm really stingy. I miss the crushers. I never had one from KFC. They just look really good. And then when I decided, oh, I'm going to go get one, they don't make them anymore. And then I see people on TikTok make them all the time. I cannot believe the price of like a McFlurry. It's like, what, $4.95 or something like that. And then I got an email today saying, you can have one for $2.50. And see, I look at that and go, that's a whole litre of ice cream I could buy instead because I get the 2-litre bullets for $5 when they're on special. So $2.50 for one ice cream. I just don't think it's worth. Does anyone have anything else they want to chat? We've been here nearly 2 hours. These lives are just like the have a chat. I feel bad that sometimes I don't have anything to, like, let's have a topic and let's talk about it. But I just think I would want to just come and hang out and chat to people. And that's I figure that pretty much the vlog people and the people who enjoy me for me, you're the people that come here to have a chat. So I appreciate all of you for that. Yeah, I've been meaning to make our own McFlurries. We sometimes make hokey pokey. So just put ice cream and then just mash in. Do you remember Cold Rock ice cream? They would like mash in like flavors. I never bought one of those either, but there was one inside the Westfield. Why they closed is beyond me because they were ever so popular being near the cinema. But now they have a frozen yogurt store. I would love to go there, but I don't enjoy the texture of some of the lollies when they're frozen in the ice cream. So that frustrates me. I've got a list of a few things that I want to try. Like, here's things I've seen on TikTok, but it's just getting around to doing it. I had made those pesto eggs. And so frustrated. I filmed all of it. I didn't enjoy it, but I still filmed all of it. Excuse me, guys. And I had it there on my phone, and I had to delete it because I needed space for the cleaning video. So I'm like, I don't really want to make pesto eggs again, but I do because they were very popular on TikTok at the time, and I want to do like this is some viral things that I've seen that I think that I would eat. But so many things too are like, get your chicken, add your chili flakes, add this, add this, add this. I'm like, I don't have any of that, and I wouldn't eat any of that. I would probably eat nearly anything anyone served me, but I wouldn't go out of my way to make it myself. Oh, Tara, I know, right? The problem is they'll probably talk about that for a really long time. There are some things that you do to it's like Build-A-Bear. That's expensive. But it's one of those experiences. At least you've got a bear at the end of it and the certificate and all the rest of it. All right. Well, if anyone doesn't have anything else to say, I think that we will hang up, which is funny because we've just doubled in attendance numbers. So I don't know if people are just jumping on. But I am so oh, that's funny. Such a kid thing, isn't it? Mm. Yeah, I'm going to leave this here, guys. Thank you so much for joining with me. Thank you for hanging around on the technical issues. I really hope that I get it right for next month. I am going to do a little bit of research and make sure that I plug in and check out that I have it down pat because it's frustrating me. So yeah. So thank you so much for joining with me, guys. I so appreciate you all, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.